What do you do when everything you've set out to build starts feeling too heavy to carry? Your business is piling on you. Your marriage is piling on you. Your children are piling on you. Your career is piling on you. Finances is piling on you. Your health is piling on you. And your mind and your emotions and your spirit just can't take anymore. You feel like you're failing. You're feeling fatigued. You feel like you can't go another mile. In those moments, you really only need one thing. You need to realign. When you feel like you're disqualified for business, you need two things. You need to check your compass and you need to course correct. And that is my job in this video, to help you realign. This is not the season for you to give up. This is a season for you to grow up and figure out the best way to carry the weight. Let's get into it. So recently, I found myself beginning to drift. And this whole idea of drift, when ships are in the ocean, they have to cast an anchor and the anchor goes to the ocean bed. And the purpose of that anchor is to keep the ship in the same position, otherwise the ship will move with the strong current. And in life, sometimes you have these strong currents, and I had some that were coming at me. And I began to drift. But this is what I noticed. I wasn't just drifting and taking days or weeks to recover. I was recovering within minutes, hours at best. And I realized that was agility. That was the ability to detect the drift faster and realign. Now, because of that, I'm coming here today because I need to teach you how I did it. Because I don't want you to be in one of the best seasons of your life wishing that you weren't there. Many times we step into new seasons of abundance. Everything starts becoming bigger and better. But you feel like bigger and better is breaking you because you don't know how to handle it. So as an entrepreneur, as a person in business, as a person who's helping make other people's lives better, my job is to help make your life better. So this is a framework that I came up with, and it's called REALIGN. And the first R is for this: recognize the drift. You need to be able to notice when something's off a lot faster. You can't always keep pushing and pushing and powering through it. If you know that your emotions are scattered, pause and deal with it. Because what's going to happen is you think you're giving yourself momentum, but I want you to imagine a runner in a marathon. They've incurred an injury, but do you know what they're doing? They're running on the injured leg. No, you need to stop and let somebody attend to that leg before you keep running. You need to stop and attend to your emotions before you keep running. If you're catching the misalignment faster, that actually means you're getting stronger, not weaker. So sometimes when you're on this journey, you're going to feel like you're seeing the drift probably 10 times in the day. But the fact that you're not even going through the day without recognizing that you've drifted, that is beautiful, and that is a sign of growth, a sign of strength. You're becoming self-aware. So I want you to be able to remember this. Drift can show up, but it doesn't get to stay. Drift can show up, but it doesn't get to stay. Why? Because you are anchored. The E, examine the trigger. So I need you to pause, not push through it. What knocked you off balance? It could have been a tough conversation. It could have been a missed revenue goal. Your business actually is in the deficit. You're in the red, not the green. Something knocked you off balance, but you need to be able to examine what triggered you. Or you're feeling scared to face tax collectors. You can't fix what you won't face. You need to get honest about the moment things started to feel heavy. You're not too emotional. You're just self-aware enough to investigate the root. You're not too emotional. You're just self-aware enough to begin to investigate the root. A, I want you to anchor in what's true. This is not the time to fake it, okay? This is not the time to fake it. Truth stabilizes you, especially when you're second guessing everything that you're doing. Vision helps to give you direction when the path feels unclear. So you don't need to have it figured out. None of us do. You just need to know what is solid. What can you be sure about? What is true in this situation? L, you need to lean on the right people. No man is an island. You would hear me say that. Let me tell you something. I was an hyper-independent person. That doesn't work. No man is an island. You need the right support system around you. When you isolate, things actually spiral out of control. You were not meant to do this life solo. So when you connect, clarity comes faster. So if you're in that fog that we just talked about, I need you to connect to get faster clarity. I've literally done this like as much as yesterday. I was in a fog and I called somebody up. And while two of us were working through the situation, my clarity came. What would have taken me days to figure out, I figured it out in what? In a couple of minutes, right? So perspective lives in conversations. Don't suffer in silence. I want you to identify what is real now. You've changed, so as your business, maybe your needs and your skills or your team, right, at work, everything has changed. But you need to identify what is real now. You need to respond with clarity, not return to your old habits. So you have an old way of thinking that really wants to resurface in this season, but you can't allow it to. What is real now? Growth means that you realign your actions with who you've become, not who you used to be. Growth means that you're now aligning your actions with who you've become, not who you used to be. G, I need you to get clear and commit again. You have to revisit the plan. You have to reset your expectations. You have to get rid of the pressure to rush. This isn't about quitting, it's just about adjusting. And sometimes the real breakthrough is just one decision away. You're not stuck, The only way to get yourself out of that state of I'm stuck is to make a decision to get out. Your next win lives on the other side of a clear, committed yes. N, I need you to navigate forward with confidence. So once you reset, don't wait for perfect clarity. Take the next best step. Get moving. Take the next best step. I'm here to take you from what? Stuck to unstoppable. Take the next best step. What is the next best thing I could do right now? So the most successful people aren't always the smartest. They're just the most consistent at moving in alignment with what matters. So take the most aligned action that you can take today. Momentum follows direction, not perfection. So I'm not sure what threw you off this week. I don't know what caused you to drift, but I am saying to you, this is your opportunity to realign. Your vision still matters and your pace can still change. You could still see that thing on the horizon and you could still make steps toward it. You don't have to let this thing throw you off so much that you think you'd never accomplish that goal or that dream. You can still do it. All you need to do is realign. So I want you to remember, you don't need to start over, just realign. You're not behind, you're just becoming sharper. Keep going, keep growing. The world needs what you are building with this business. Realign, entrepreneur. Realign. Don't give up, just realign. So if this video blessed you, I want you to say, I am realigning. Because it's a bold declaration you're making publicly in the comments for all the world to see that you are not about to give up. All you're going to do is realign. So comment, subscribe, like this video, share it. I always tell you, come back, rewatch it again and again and again until your mind shifts and you realign. Take care of yourself.